Thank you, Mark. At this time, I'd like to welcome ARC Morris's interim CEO, Naira Aslanyan, to the stage. Take it away.
Good evening, ARC Morris family. It's very nice to see you all here. To our dedicated employees, to our board members who volunteer their time, to the government officials, to our people that we proudly support, our friends, partners, vendors, sponsors. Thank you so much for deciding to spend this Wednesday evening with us. Really appreciate that. I wanted also to thank our sponsors. First of all, our platinum sponsor, Community Care RX, thank you. Our gold sponsor, Amy Wood, Charlie, and our bronze sponsor, Office Basics, and many others who have contributed to make this event a successful day. Thank you so much. A special thank you to Park Avenue. We're trying this venue for the first time this year, and Kayla and her team have been simply amazing. So it's great to be here in Florham Park tonight. Tonight we're celebrating people who serve, people who advocate, people who lead, people who give, and people who remind us why this mission matters. We are honored to recognize individuals and partners who have dedicated their life to helping people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and making our communities more inclusive and stronger. Thank you. Before I go any further, I wanted actually to ask a couple of people stand up when I call your name. This is our gala committee who have worked very hard to put this event together. So Sherry Melville, Gabriela Moran, Christina, Adriana Salazar, Teresa Williams, Ala Aslanyan, Kira Gambinger, Antonio Salters, Rebecca Hammond, Olivia Esposito, board members Andrew Catano and amazing Karen Martin who went above and beyond. Thank you. And many others who I haven't named, but especially I wanted to also note one more person who deserves special recognition. She's an amazing colleague, a friend, a hardworking professional, and a proud mom, and really heart and soul behind tonight's gala. Melinda Yanarona, everybody. This has been another strong and meaningful year for ARC Morris. Our leadership team has continued to move forward with the mandate given us by our board of directors, the strategic plan. We have one more year remaining in our 5-year plan, and we already started working with the senior leadership and the board what next 5 years might look like for ARC Morris. One of our major strategic goals is program growth and development, and I can proudly say that we have achieved a lot of progress in this area. We launched Thrive program, which is a transition services program designed to help adults with behavior challenges to make a successful transition from school to adult life. And the program has become so successful that this July we will be launching the program on the west side of our county in Flanders to join our HATC program on the east. We have also started Pathway to Employment program. This program is supposed to help individuals with developmental disabilities to do meaningful discovery, to learn their strengths and skills and likes so that they are able to find meaningful employment that they will actually enjoy. Our residential services also grew. We opened a new supervised apartment program at Avalon Apartments in Persephone, and this is a 13-bed program. These beautiful modern apartments represent exactly what people with IDD deserve: dignity, independence, support, community, and quality of life. And I believe some of the residents will be telling later about their experiences in this wonderful program. Our clinical capacity has also grown significantly. We have brought talented, committed people so they can help us provide services to people who have high medical and behavior needs, people who just several years ago we wouldn't be able to help in our programs. So we are very proud and we plan to continue to grow our clinical capacity. In the coming year, we will be opening 3 more programs. Rockaway Apartments with RPM Development Group. We're going to build a medical group home in Hanover, Cedar Knolls, and we are going to open a behavior home in Washington Township. And these are not just programs. These are homes, these are opportunities. This is answer to the families who worried and hoped that one day their loved ones will find a place they can call home. And one of our proudest accomplishments was the purchase of a new building in Hanover Township. This building will become Ark Morris's new central office and will provide program space for community-based and rehabilitation services. Another major goal in our strategic plan is to be an employer of choice. And over the last 5 years, Ark Morris has worked hard to support our employees, especially our direct support professionals, who are the driving force behind Ark Morris. So round of applause for our DSPs, please. We have focused on living wages, meaningful benefits, professional growth, and creating a workplace where people want to stay and grow. And today, I'm proud to say that we have low turnover, low vacancy, high retention, and hundreds of people reaching out who want to join our team. We also continue to invest in technology. Not for the sake of technology, but to really get the right tools to improve care, communication, safety, efficiency, and quality. So for example, we started working with Motivity to strengthen our behavior health documentation and tracking, and Station MD, which is a telehealth that allows us now just to dial the doctors instead of going through stressful experience of driving to ER for every little thing. So that's how technology helps us to be better. And we continue to invest in our homes, thanks to our partners who work with us on that. This year we completed renovation of Furnace Group Home and Hanover Group Home. Today, every group home in Ark Morris has a generator, which actually means a lot. Now when the storms hit, we don't have to immediately think where we can relocate people. And this is very important because the population that we serve don't like change, and it can be a very stressful experience to move out to a hotel. So we are very proud of that. That is safety, stability, and peace of mind, not just an operational improvement. And Ark Morris is now recognized as the agency that others reach to learn about employee development, program design, construction of homes that can help people age in place. So before anything else, I want to say that I am proud of our people, our family, and our partners that we achieved this all together. Thank you so much. So short-term goals for next year, we will be continuing our project renovations, as I mentioned, and opening programs that help our community to succeed and provide services to people that families and people that we support need. We will work with our board on the next 3 to 5 year strategic plan, and we continue our commitment to serving people with complex needs, including medical and behavior challenges. Our answer cannot be, we can't. Our answer must be yes, we will support you, and this is how we will do it. And before I close here, I wanted to acknowledge a special family with us tonight. One of the individuals that is featured in one of our evening presentations is Amanda Carter. Amanda and her family chose Ark Morris many years ago, and we were blessed that they did. Amanda was a light, and she had a beautiful personality and a sparkle that stayed with everyone who knew her. Unfortunately, when we were preparing for this video, Amanda faced unexpected medical challenges and tragically passed away last week. This is an unimaginable loss, And I wasn't planning to cry for this, and I'm sorry. There are no words that can fully capture the sadness that Arkmore's family experiences. But even in passing, Amanda continues to give to others. In an extraordinary final act of bravery, compassion, and selflessness, Amanda became an organ donor. And it is a reflection of the beautiful spirit that Amanda carried through her life. One rooted in love, generosity, and bringing light to those around her. And we are very comforted tonight that Amanda's family is here with us, not only to grieve her loss, but definitely celebrate her life, her joy, and the impact she had on us. Thank you. Sorry. So in closing, I want to say thank you all for being part of this mission. Thank you for believing in Arkmores. Thank you for helping us continue to build a future where every person is seen, valued, supported, and given opportunity to strive. Please turn your attention to the screens for a short presentation. Every star has a story. Thank you.
We were getting older, and you look ahead and we know that we're not always going to be able to be there for Amanda, and you wonder what's going to happen to my child. They're always there when she gets out of work. They're always there to pick her up. It's not like, oh, somebody forgot her and she's got a call.
Oh, her life has changed so completely. She feels proud of herself. She has things to tell people, like I'm going bowling, I went out to eat. She is become so independent, so happy.
You want good things for your children, and it's not just a job. It's almost like they're a family, where they care about the person.
It is the answer to our family's prayers.
We are person-centered. We listen to families, we collaborate with families, and we really take the time to get to know the people that we serve to ensure that we are providing the service for them that they need the most.
When I was living with my grandmother, I was always home, never really got to do much. Now I feel like living with the Ark, I got more expansion and variety. I get to go wherever I want and do a lot of things I couldn't do before.
Very proud to be part of Arkmores. It's a lifelong legacy that my parents started decades ago. My brother Peter is a resident in a high medical needs home. There is a need out there that needs to be met. High medical needs is one of them. And as our population has changes in their life, we need to meet them where they are and meet those needs.
We started thinking differently, not why can't we support people, but how can we support people? We can have the behavioral homes, and we can have medical homes, and they're this really complex people that we're able to support, and that's a beautiful thing.
Well, it was very difficult to realize that we had to find a place for Nicholas to live where he would be safe and well cared for and loved and medical needs met. And I do know going forward, if there's anything else that Nick may need in terms of additional doctors or equipment, that there are people that would see that the right things are done for him.
We're taking the clients places that we've never seen them go before, and they get to explore all new places that they've never even dreamed of.
5 days a week, we get our people supported together, and we encourage them to independently select outing options for them for that day. Whatever's out there, we want them to have the opportunity to go sample it, explore their interests. If they're talented in certain things, arts and crafts, give them the opportunity to shine. Learn new things, grow as people, and feel part of the community.
One of our individuals from our Horse Hill group home, Nick, He transitioned into a supervised apartment, but when he first came to us, he was in an emergency situation in danger of being homeless, and we helped him obtain DDD services and everything that he needed to be successful. He was aspiring to do more because he wanted to be fully independent, and our staff helped him be successful in that, to where now he has transitioned into our Avalon apartments, into supervised apartment living.
I was proud to be a part of the process of Nick graduating to a kind of higher level of independence and facilitating that move from Forest Hill Group Home to Avalon. Just a really kind-hearted, sweet, sweet gentleman.
Because if it wasn't for Ark Morris, I would probably still be living with my grandmother and uncle thousands of miles away. So it's nice. I'm happy for what I accomplished over the past year. So I have my independence, sharing a room with another person. I have a little bit more freedom. So it's good.